really separates this event the most is the culture, the history and everything that's gone before it. The huge, proud tradition, the heritage within the area and within the trade union movement.
It's the christening of this banner, so there's two activists carrying it for the first time, and the excited about it.
Oh, it's excellent, very proud, it's great.
You look to our right here, we've got some young children. It's about educating the young members of society as well, about the trade union movement, the history and moving forward, and so it's never forgotten what's gone and the struggles that have gone before.
It's excellent, everybody together, all of the unions showing solidarity, because I think it's something that we need to do with the government that we have at the moment.
It's absolutely fantastic to see, especially in a day and age where it's individualism and not collectivism, you know, that's been broken down since the 80s and 90s. To see today, it's a true spirit, fantastic day.
Absolutely proud. Every year we have a bigger turnout from Unite with our balloons, our banners, and this is what our trade unionism is about.
All together, yeah, show everybody that everybody's fighting for each other.
The red flags will always fly high in Durham, always.
Well, I've been coming to the gala for since I'm about 5 years old, so it's a special day every year to come and meet people who sometimes only meet once a year. Seeing the bands, listening to the speakers, meeting up with comrades, so yeah, it's a good experience.
We'll play a range of styles really, classical to modern day pop, serious pieces, fun pieces. Today's more about fun pieces, so yeah, great atmosphere.
We started in Trimdon this morning at 6 o'clock in a pub, and then we followed the band around the village where they stop and they play for the old miners, and then we came on the coach with that and then marched through the town. I banged on the cowbell.
Great, it's fun, and it's really enjoyable, and it's an honour and privilege to be here today.
It's just nice to have such a great atmosphere in the Durham Centre, and you know, the locals really love it.
It's hectic, because there's miners' banners coming in from all areas, and as a lad from a pit village, I couldn't be happier. And here I am carrying my own union banner in as well.
So to turn up at this event and see the heritage that we actually have with us today is just overwhelming. I cannot express how great it is to see all this ahead and behind me for miles. Thank you. We've been so hammered over the years in the coalfield areas to sort of come up here and see all these unions together and just joining in one big celebration. It's just, I can't even put it into words.
It's part of my heritage. I'm a miner in Derbyshire. This is keeping that flame alive that we all fought for, and it's the most magnificent day of the year. I won't miss it for anything.
It's about actually working together, being part of something. It's the one day where we can just celebrate it.
And it's a festive atmosphere. It's not a demonstration where we've all got our heads down and we're struggling along. Everybody's here to revel in the spirit. One, what we fought for, and two, what we're still fighting for.
Because very often we all gather together in dusty little rooms, separate away from everybody. We never actually see. Actually, we do belong to a massive organisation, and it's not just United, GMB. We've got NASWIT, we've got the NUM, we've got everybody here today. It's brilliant.
I mean, you're probably looking at an excess of 200k people here today in Durham. And I've even heard rumours that there's some of the leadership candidates from the Labour Party here.
It's great to be here with so many comrades and to be celebrating what our movement's all about. It's more important than ever that we come together, unite and fight back against what's going to be 5 years of cuts and attacks on working people.
You need to pass down these traditions. You know, the mines closed in this area 20 odd years ago, but you know, there's still an active trade union culture out there.
It's a working class town in a working class area. It is about the north. It's about as gritty as you can get. It's absolutely bang on. It's brilliant.
I know a couple of people who's speaking. I know Owen Jones is speaking. I think Lemon Cluster is speaking, isn't he? So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
One of the best platforms in years.
Well, I'm hoping that the platform of speakers that we've got today are going to really lead the charge for a fight back against what we know is coming from the Tory government. This is the biggest political gathering in Europe annually, so we're looking for a bit of a rally cry today.
It's a working person's holiday. That's what it is. It's about their day off from work, about celebrating the unity and the struggles and the strife that they go through. But in actual fact, it's a day to, once you've done this, to let your hair down. I get emotional at it sometimes. I must be honest. When you get to the field and you see the banners coming down, I've done the blessings in the cathedral. It'll bring a tear to your eye. It's absolutely fantastic.
The most moving part of the whole day, though, was the service in the cathedral. I was up there for the blessing, and when the banners come into the cathedral with the brass bands, I couldn't hold it together, I tell you. That is powerful, powerful stuff. I'm interested in kind of folk culture, and I'm interested in manifestations of sort of working class emotion, which is this is what this is, a great festival of it, in a way. But it's interesting, you go to the cathedral and you see it up there, then you come down here and it's like old and new, and I know which one I like more.
We've got to create a broad-based movement that reaches out to all the communities, and I think Unite's been leading that, and we continue to lead that. So I think it's important that we have a significant presence at this event, which I'm delighted to say, as you can see, we have done.
I mean, Unite are massive backers of the Miners' Gala, and every year the Unite contingent seems to get bigger and bigger. I think the Unite members met at 8 o'clock this morning, but 4 hours later they were still just on the bridge, which is really helpful for me because I normally get to the bridge about 11 or 12 o'clock.
It's really nice to be in such a historic event that I've heard so much about, and be with people. I've spent the whole week with Unite. They've been bettering my political knowledge, my tools that I can try and push forward and achieve what we want as a union. It's really nice to be involved in such a huge community, and it clearly means so much to people to get so many people out.
I'm already getting goosebumps and hairs standing up on my arms. So, and I'm on the back of doing a political school, and I'm a Unite community member in Cardiff and a branch officer there. What Unite community does is it allows you to be part of a big, strong union, even if you haven't got like a regular workplace or any workplace at all. And it's like a very dynamic part of Unite already, because we campaign on local issues. And all around the country we do lots of different things. In Cardiff we've been successful against workfare. We support people having their benefits sanctioned and welfare rights. So yeah, I would recommend anybody join Unite Community.
I always feel really proud to see the banner, which reflects the history of how Unite got to where it is, the coming together of predecessor legacy unions. And I think that really symbolises the spirit within Unite, that we reach out to all sections of the workforce, to all communities where we've got union members who share our values. So that really symbolises that. So yeah, I get a real sense of pride when I see it being paraded at this particular event.
And Unite is really proud of its history, because we have had several mergers of trade unions coming together, and we do represent members from every sector of the economy, and we do bring that modern twist to trade unionism. And there's nothing old and defeatist about us. We are very much a movement that will be moving to the future, and especially with the younger generations coming through as well.
Well, I think this event as well, it brings young people, and I always throw down a challenge for anyone that I speak to. Come to the Miners' Gala once, and I challenge you not to come back again. And as we see year after year, young people getting involved, this event will carry on for another 100 years, and hopefully Unite's participation within that will continue as well.
But today this is the biggest annual gathering of trade unionists anywhere in the country. What a real show of strength and solidarity, and these are the people that are going to be fighting against the Tory government. When you see the display of a range of unions here today, that there is sort of a mass united force against the Tories, against austerity. Things like the Durham Miners' Gala are a real expression of that, an expression of the broadness of the Labour movement. movement, and it's absolutely fantastic. They've tried to shut it down so many times, and here we are growing stronger and stronger and getting bigger and bigger every year. It's absolutely fantastic.
One of our community banners that we had made just over a year ago, we've got a really good slogan on it. We say, celebrate our past but fight for the future. And we look back on the history of the miners, the heroic miners' strike, but we're also looking towards the future and thinking of new ways to organise. The workers that are suffering from 0 hours contracts, casualisation. None of that would have happened if we wouldn't have had the defeat of the miners' strike. So it's so important to show our solidarity and remember the past, but think of the future as well.
It's looking backwards in one way, and it's looking back on the traditions of the labour movement, and of course the miners were the vanguard of that movement. But it's also looking forward and looking to the future.
Never buy the sun. If you take one message from this, never buy the sun.
This day for me is one of the most special days of the year. It is an opportunity for trade unionism up and down the country as well as internationally to come and participate and actually celebrate a lot of the things that we managed to achieve. Quite often it feels like we're still battling the same fight over and over again in the workplaces, trying to represent our members, trying to ensure collective bargaining agreements are in place, and it sometimes feels as if it's just too difficult a challenge. But I think this day for me inspires me to go out there and support my members, and that's what it's about for me. What we could do is defeat and retreat, but instead what we've done is be inspired by some of the speakers that we've had today, and it just goes to show that there are people out there that are willing to fight the injustices, and I want to be part of that movement, and I want to help do my little bit, because every little makes a difference. And I think it's fabulous to see this event as a family orientated event, and I in the future will be bringing my children here and allowing them to grow up with this trade union history, and I think that's really important for all communities to do. This for me is an opportunity for them to actually understand how to work with other people and how to fight injustices and look after each other, so that's really important.
From Barnsley, so there's obviously a big tradition with the miners, and I think that it's even more important now. Sometimes we can all be a bit down and feel a bit lonely. Come to an event like this, 150,000 people, all singing from the same hymn sheet, absolutely fantastic. There's all generations here, you've got grandparents, parents and children.
That's what it is, it's a family atmosphere, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's lovely.
It's always been a family affair, and it's great. It's not just the people that turn up here or march, the lined streets, Durham's full for it. I've never seen it. The only thing that must rival it is Rio Carnival or something like that.
And I think, if you're here for the day, you can get a real taste of what real working class power could be like. But the messages are clear to see, and it's absolutely fantastic to see so many of them still here. And the communities are so proud to march with their banners, aren't they?
Yeah, I met somebody who painted them this morning. My first question was, can you make a living? And she said, yes, you can. Making a living, painting banners. I thought, brilliant, fantastic. Yeah.
So I'm here every year, and it's great from the crack of dawn, and it's great. Everybody gets on. It just shows that we all come together, and we've got regions from across the UK that all come to Durham especially, and we have a great day, and it'll be carrying on until tonight.
We've finished listening to the speeches now. I think there might be a bit of a rumour that we might go and have a few beers in one of the bars. Just a couple, we'll not have many. But yeah, it's just a fantastic day to share with comrades, friends and family.
It's the history, it's the present struggles, it's everything wrapped up. It's what the labour movement's about. Melding the past with the future and continuing the fight.
They are Unite's youngest members of only a year old. I think that people need to have something to inspire them, and our young generation are inspiring, and there is loads of us here today, and they do a brilliant job. Don't get involved in a trade union, but come and talk to us and understand it, and that's what you want, isn't it? Yeah, you want to make a difference to people. Wind down, enjoy it, get talking to people. We can get in amongst the locals, and that's what we want.
I came in from the hill at the top and I was overwhelmed when I saw it, how many people were there, and when you see how many bands have walked in with the banners, shows that people haven't forgot. We might not have minds anymore, but we've still got it in our hearts. It's a proper history that we can never let be forgotten.
Yeah, but it's been fantastic, yeah. We had our members up from Derbyshire, Grimsby, South Yorkshire, some of our ESOL students from Barnsley, so the Eritrean refugees who were helping us carry the banner, so I don't know what they made of it, but I think they enjoyed it.
I met people from Scotland, people from Wales, people from all parts of England, people that work in different areas.
We're an international union, and you look at the tradition of the miners, whether it was Spain or Chile or wherever it's been through history, and the solidarity that the miners got from workers all over the world. So that's part of his DNA, that's what we're about. I suppose it is a little bit like a secular pilgrimage or something, I guess, when you see everybody marching down with the banners, and yeah, it was a little bit like that, yeah. There's a serious political vein running right through it, as there always has been, and it's nice to see that aspect of it continue as well, yeah.
This event has become a UK-wide expression of that tradition.
Fantastic, amazing. I'd certainly recommend it as a spectacle. It's amazing to see the bands. I'm a sucker for brass band music anyway, and it has a sadness about it, but it's also a celebration, and I think it's important because even though it's about a dead industry, it's the emotion is still there.